mean Eugene. Two Shars asked for more with 3/8 to go. Timberwolf Power, 4 lengths.
On the outside.
Greatest race ever at Canterbury Park, in my humble opinion. If you take a look at the fractions and you take a look at the way the race unfolded, Don's Irish Melody, L1 in from the coast, and my favorite horse, Who Doctor Who, Duel to the wire in what could be the greatest 6.5 furlong race.
Irish Melody to get me on the wire.
Swinging Sway is 5th, on retainer is 6th. Then comes Prospector's Halo and 7th, Banker Special, Contact Game, Split Rock, Savings, Energetic King, and Recognized is last. Last year's winner, Don's Irish Melody, trying to make it 2 in a row here and edging away. Who Doctor Who is next. Then comes Powerboat, and they turn for home in the Chaucer Cup. Don's Irish Melody, here comes Who Doctor Who. He'll have something to say about the Cup in the final furlong. Who Doctor Who hooks the leader now and takes it by a head. Don's Irish Melody on the inside in the final yards. It'll be really close. Too close to call.
Desire are tested the first time they break out of the gate. Their success on the track depends on their strength, their instincts, their heart. The quality. After that to the late running Now Plain, and a Shar trails. Crocrock crosses over from the outside. He leads at 3/4, adroitly superb right there.
Crocrock, if there was ever a horse that was meant to be a racehorse, it was him. His heart, he knew where the wire was. He didn't want to give up, and he'd fight him to the end. I know several times when I rode him, he gave me everything he had, and then when I had to chase him, trying to outrun him, you couldn't get by him.
Outside of that mean Eugene, Two Shars asked for more with 3/8 to go. Timberwolf Power, 4 lengths from the lead. Then it's Winter Trick and Ishwar. Now Plains beginning a rally on the inside, 8 lengths out of it. King of Nights next. And at the tail is a Shar, and they head for home in the 10,000 Lake Stakes.
Crocrock, of course, he's probably one of the best horses, the most consistent individual I've ever had and ever owned, and he's gone, but he won't be forgotten. He's an exciting horse, nice horse, and I wish he was back this year, but again, he's gone but not forgotten.
And Crocrock is in an all-out battle with Adroitly Superb. And Crocrock on the inside is shaken up by Randy Shack. Adroitly Superb and Seth Martinez right at his throat to the outside. 5 after that to Timberwolf Power and Now Plain. Adroitly Superb, the class of Crocrock, trying to carry. 10,000 Lake Stakes.
Number 4.
We'll miss you, Crocrock. We're winding down to the final 4 most memorable races. For years, the Lady Canterbury had been the main event here. In 1997, a big behemoth mare with an equally big heart blew the tote board to Bristol.
Racing, and they broke in a line. The behemoth mare KZ Bay came off swiftly, and KZ Bay tries to put the nose in front. Cosmic Fire is early speed. Outside is My Own Lovely Lee Camlin, currently 4th. Then we come back to Duck Trap, Strison, Briar Cliff, and Allie's Question is 7 lengths from the lead. It's a slow pace in front of the Turf Club in the Lady Canterbury. And KZ Bay tries to pull a parimutuel puzzler. She leads by a nose.
KZ Bay, without a doubt, is my all-time favorite horse at Canterbury Park, right there with Crocrock, and that includes some horses that I've owned who have won races here, and I'll never forget that day in 1997 when she won the Lady Canterbury at 30-1, because she was such a big, muscular, beautiful thing. She was 16, 17 hands, one of the biggest horses you'd ever see. Not only did she win in upset fashion, but it was kind of the crowning moment of her career, and it happened for me to be the first Canterbury race my then girlfriend, now wife, took in here at Canterbury. Now Plain and a Shar trails. Crocrock crosses over from the outside. He leads at 3/4, Adroitly Superb right there.
Crocrock, if there was ever a horse that was meant to be
of power, and now playing adroitly superb, the class of Crocrock, trying to carry. Fashion, but it was kind of the crowning moment of her career, and it happened for me to be the first Canterbury race my then girlfriend, now wife, took in here at Canterbury Park. So it was very memorable to me, and she will go down as a Canterbury classic forever.
Cosmic Fire lay just to her outside. Then it's My Own Lovely Lee and Luis Quinones in third. Duck Trap is 4 lengths off. Outside of her is Camlin. Briarcliff has the green cap, 7 lengths off, a clear path too. Then it's Streisand and Ali's Question.
Incredible day when I won the Lady Canterbury on Casey Bay. The crowd was incredible. It was a dream. It was a goal I'd made for myself that year, and when it happened, it was like, it was indescribable. I was so excited. And when I came back to the grandstand, the Minnesota crowd just made the whole day feel a lot better. It was an incredible feeling. I really wish I could put it into words. I can't, but it was fantastic.
8 covered by 7 with about a half mile to go, and KZ Bay sails away by nearly a length. Cosmic Fire still in second. Then we come to My Own Lovely Lee. She's sequestered. Duck Trap has her box. Camlin's going for a run on the outside and doing so 4 wide. Then it's Streisand, Ali's Question, and Briarcliff. They are sardined by 6 as they come to the top of the lane, and at 30-1, KZ Bay gets away by a length and a half. My Own Lovely Lee is traveling beautifully and now shifts to the outside. Then we come back to Cosmic Fire, Streisand, and Not Today for Camlin. KZ Bay and Paul Nolan pounding away with the lead. My Own Lovely Lee and Luis Quinones. Then it's Streisand in third. Can you believe this? KZ Bay at 30-1 wins the Lady Canterbury. And KZ Bay does it for Paul Nolan and Bob Rhino. Chalk one up for the home team in 134-2.
Number 3.
You can't have a list of the most memorable races without having the then all-time winningest male jockey versus the all-time winningest female jockey in a match race. Willie Shoemaker versus Julie Krone. Number 3 is in October 1988, the Duel at the Downs.
They're off in the Duel at the Downs. Shoe and Slew were out on top on the outside. But Julie and Don't Fool With Me go right back on the inside and under the wire, head and head, just like they were 21 days ago. They're into the first turn now. Don't Fool With Me and Julie. They're on the inside, and they're leading it by about a length and a half.
Another really cool memory for me as a youngster watching racing at Canterbury was the match race. You had Julie Krone come in and ride against the Shoe, Willie Shoemaker, on the turf, noses apart, down to the wire. And again, one of my coolest memories as a young man coming to Canterbury Park was that match race.
They go now, they're just necks apart. At the rail, Julie Krone and Don't Fool With Me. The Shoe and Slew right there on the outside as they head to the far.
I think if you ask anybody that saw it, they will tell you that the greatest line ever uttered into a microphone was uttered by Tony Bentley during the match race when they turned for home. Julie Krone and Willie Shoemaker, the lady and the champ.
The Shoe and Slew on the outside. Here they are at the top of the straight now. The lady and the champ. On the outside now, Shoe gets to work. He gets in front by a head. Julie on the inside battles back. Their necks apart in the final eighth of a mile. 2 great champions down to the wire. It's Julie Krone and Don't Fool With Me on the inside now, getting the lead by a neck. It's Don't Fool With Me and Julie Krone winning the Duel at the Downs.
Number 2.
Canterbury was in the national spotlight in 1986 for the Grade 3 St. Paul Derby, featuring a star-studded field. The heavy favorite was Broadbrush. The heavy long shot, Cheapskate. Number 2 on our list is the 1986 St. Paul Derby.
And they're off in the St. Paul Derby. And Bachelor Bow on the inside for the lead with Smoky Orbit. Broad Brush is at the rail. Cheapskate is next. And now on retainer from the 12 post up on the outside. Into the first turn now. Smoky Orbit at the rail.
St. Paul Derby. I run into my buddy Bob Bruce. He says, Cheapskate. I said, are you crazy? I said, this horse is going to pay a telephone number. And, well, he did.
Peripat on the inside 8th. Wally by Golly is 9th. Rampage is now 10th. Then it's 6 back to Jay's Tiger. And Blandford Park trails as they turn down the back stretch. Clear Choice is 8th. 40 Kings on the outside. Then Wally by Golly.
Yeah, I'll never forget one of the great long shot stories in the history of Canterbury, which was Cheapskate. Broad Brush came in here, one of the top horses in the country. Cheapskate came down the stretch. Those two dueled for the last 16th of a mile, nose and nose. Cheapskate wins and pays $100 and some to win. Phenomenal race.
Cheapskate and Broad Brush on the outside. Can he get there today? Peripat, Rampage next. Broad Brush on the outside. With that yellow cap has the lead by a half length. Cheapskate is right there. They're necks apart. They're in the final 1/8 of a mile. It's Broad Brush. Cheapskate right there on the inside. All the money on the line. 70 yards to go, and Cheapskate puts a neck in front. Broad Brush comes back. It'll be close.
We have one more to go. Here's what we have so far with the top 10 list of most memorable races. Number 10, Superman Can with Scott Stevens aboard. Number 9, One Brick Shy in the Mud. Number 8, The Rivalry of Samdanya and Dot's Moment. Number 7, the legendary Laffit Pincay Jr. Number 6, The Powerful Last Code. Number 5, Crocrock. Number 4, KZ Bay winning the Lady C. Number 3, The Lady and the Champ. Number 2, Cheapskate upsetting Broad Brush.
Number 1.
And then there was one. If you ask anybody who's been here since the beginning, it's unanimous what the best race ever run at Canterbury was. The 1988 Chaucer Cup. 1/5 of a second off the world record. Don's Irish Melody and the Doctor. Let's enjoy it together.
They're off in the Chaucer Cup. On the outside, swinging sway now. Who, Doctor Who, quickly on as they leave the chute. Don's Irish Melody is next. Powerboat on the outside.
Greatest race ever at Canterbury Park, in my humble opinion. If you take a look at the fractions and you take a look at the way the race unfolded, Don's Irish Melody, L1 in from the coast, and my favorite horse, Who, Doctor Who, duel to the wire in what could be the greatest 6.5 furlong race ever run.
Down the back stretch they go. Don't Fool With Me, Who, Doctor Who, and Don's Irish Melody, those three. Ding-donging it for the lead. 21-2 was the quarter, and Powerboat is next in foot.
The best race I ever saw in all my years at Canterbury Park, though, was Don's Irish Melody versus Who, Doctor Who. Phenomenal, phenomenal sprint. Once again, noses apart throughout the race. I had my money on the Doctor, which I always did. Rarely did you get the Doctor at above 1-5. He was 3.5 to 1 this particular day. And an aorta smasher, as Dark Star always talked about, but a phenomenal effort by Don's Irish Melody to get me on the wire.
Swinging Sway is 5th, on retainer is 6th. Then comes Prospector's Halo and 7th, Banker Special, Contact Game, Split Rock, Savings, Energetic King, and Recognized is last. Last year's winner, Don's Irish Melody, trying to make it 2 in a row here and edging away. Who, Doctor Who is next. Then comes Powerboat, and they turn for home in the Chaucer Cup. Don's Irish Melody, here comes Who, Doctor Who. He'll have something to say about the cup in the final furlong. Who, Doctor Who hooks the leader now and takes it by a head. Don's Irish Melody on the inside in the final yards. It'll be really close. Too close to call.
There you have it, the 10 most memorable races run at Canterbury. There have been many great ones, and there will be many more to come. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the memories.